Hey, you guys, Desmond here,
And LaCresha.
and welcome back to the channel. We are here to discuss the first episode of the first season of the Boulet Brothers Dragula Titans. Oh, I am so excited we finally get this All Stars, All Titans,
Right.
Dragula. It's been a long time coming, so I'm super excited about that. But
Only took 4 seasons.
it only took, hey, we got 4 seasons of, Drag Race before we got an All Stars.
Facts.
So they're on track. They're on track. But before we start, just a quick reminder to go ahead and hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. The growth that we've gotten on this channel this year has been amazing. We thank all 357 of y'all. We just want to continue the growth and hit our goal of 500 by the end of this year. So if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe and join the family. So, Miss Krisha May, what did we think of this first episode of the Titans?
Drama.
Woo-wee!
Drama.
Girls are fighting.
No, it's a girl fight.
Oh my goodness. I was laying in my bed. I woke up early Tuesday morning because I'm like, I'm gonna watch me some Dragula, honey. I turned it on. 30 minutes in, I'm yelling at my TV. It's like 5:30 in the morning, and I'm yelling at my TV, and I'm like, Desmond,
it's 5:30 in the morning.
5:30 in the morning. I'm clapping, yelling. I'm like, you better tell. I'm like, it was a lot, and I lived for it. I did.
Yes,
I did.
It was a whole lot.
It was a lot. It was a lot, and I feel like this whole season is going to be a lot, especially with this voting system that they have in place.
This voting system.
We're going to talk about that in detail later because they didn't specify on who they had to vote for. So I'm just saying we going to talk about that here in a minute. But yeah, let's go ahead and share this here screen so that we can get up in all of this glorious gig, okay? So we have a wonderful Boulet Brothers production. Let me get my notes out here in front of me so I can see them, honey. I had to take notes for these.
I bet.
I did, honey. So the Boulet Brothers production, and we start off with this Boulet Brothers little acting situation. I thought this
was vignette.
Yeah, I thought this was cute. Oh, you made a wrong turn, honey. Once you enter here, you can't leave. Normally dead people can only come through here.
Hey.
And I like the idea of, they're in the underworld and they're letting all these Titans compete for a chance to, return to the world of the living and be the first Dragula Titan. I thought that was really cute. Overall, I really enjoyed this this little acting moment, honey. If this was another show, we would be saying congratulations, you two are the winners of this week's acting challenge.
But that's every single season though.
It is. They really embody the Dragula culture, and I love it. So the winner will have a spot. Well, they will be the headliner for the Dragula World Tour, and of course receive a cash tip of $100,000 courtesy of the Boulet Brothers.
Yes.
Dragula Titans. Hello, uglies.
I saw that. That was cute.
I thought this was really cute as well. I'm like, definitely got to get a screenshot.
The half-dead flowers.
And I love that this is how they're being re-entered into the boudoir. I'm like, this is really cute.
Yes.
This is really cute. I like this. But the first monster that we are reintroduced to is cocaine.
Yes.
Y'all, right. When we did our Meet the Monsters, I made that statement saying Coco's going to be in the top 3. So we already know one of my top 3 that we're going to name later, but she did not, she did disappoint in the challenge, but when it came to everything else, she did not disappoint, honey.
Yes.
What did we think of this ensemble? It was hard to get pictures of everybody, so I got the best shots that I could.
Right.
But what did we think of this ensemble here?
Classic cocaine. It seems very elevated though.
Yeah, especially for it to be such a short time.
Yeah, compared to last season.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't pop up on my For You page too much, but I do follow her on TikTok, And so I've kind of seen bits and pieces of her evolution since, because I
Yeah.
followed her. I believe I followed her before we watched last season, just because I was like hopeful she would be there. And then,
Yes.
um,
But this is Coco Kane from
yes.
season 4.
And I love her confessional look.
Oh, this is everything. I really enjoyed this. I thought this was fun.
And I'm just like, oh, okay, so this is you every day.
Mm-hmm. And then the boudoir looks pretty similar from last season.
Yeah,
A
except
few
for
minor upgrades.
they changed the background from red to this like rusty greenish blue hue, which I love. So,
but yeah, I was like, okay, I like what we're doing here.
mm-hmm.
Up next, we have Melissa B. Fierce from season 1. This. What did we think of this look here?
It's basic, but in the best way.
I was thinking, I'm like, I like it. It is basic, but I do like it. It checks the box for me. Okay. Yes. This is Melissa B. Fierce season 1. This is their confessional look. Glad to have you back. If I'm not mistaken, the only season 1 representation, which I find a little odd, but right? I'm glad it's Melissa. I'm glad it's Melissa. Honestly, I've said this on the channel before. Melissa's that one queen I could have seen be the crossover to, we've seen a queen jump from Drag Race to Dragula. This was the queen I could have seen made the jump from Dragula to Drag Race. Right. But I'm super excited to see her back. I'm super excited to see what she's going to bring to this Titan season. And this is her entering the boudoir. And up next, one of my favorites. This is Eva Destruction. Now, I know you haven't watched season 3. That's the only season you haven't seen.
Yes, because I don't know where to find it.
Oh, it's on Shudder if you have time. But Eva Destruction was one of my favorites on season 3, and I'm so glad that they are a contestant here on Titans. Eva Destruction season 3. A lot of people were confused on why Eva had hair in her confessional but not in the workroom, and she was like, "Y'all, it's a wig." that's not something new for somebody to wear a wig in their confessional. Hey. It looks good. It looks good.
I thought it was their hair. Honestly, I didn't even pay attention to the fact
until I saw the tweet that Eva made talking about, that, it's a wig. I'm like, you are bald. I forgot because it just didn't click. So right. Eva entering the workroom. And up next, we have Erica Clash. Now, Miss Erica Clash is from season 2, and we're going to talk about her. Man, she came in this boudoir ready to fight.
For no reason.
Baby, especially towards the end, honey, she was mad.
And I'm like, who are you mad at?
It's so good.
It's
so
the
good.
game. Fuck all you bitches.
What? So here's the best I could get of her look here. And Eva's as well. I just completely forgot I didn't have a shot of Eva. So what do we think of these two looks here?
Not necessarily my favorites.
I like Eva's. Erica.
I was about to say, I like Eva's a little bit more than I like Erica's.
But I thought it was funny when they called her out for wearing her season 2 wig. And she's like, it's supposed to be for nostalgia. Is it though?
Is it?
And baby, right through the jump, they are reading Erica. I'm like, wait a minute. She could barely walk through the room, through the door, and they were like, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. I'm like, whoa. Let the girl breathe, okay?
Right.
And the confessionals this episode were just so good. They were so good. Like, just some shady ladies, and I love it. Up next is Yopska. Now, Yopska is from season 3. I thought this was really cute when she walked in with the Canada flag. I'm like, okay, real cute. But what do we think of her look? Let me see. There we go. This one has the look better. What did we think of this look here? That toilet bowl.
It looked a mess, honestly.
I actually like this look, but when Kendra called it a freaking toilet bowl, I can't see anything else now.
Right? It does look like a toilet bowl.
Oh, but I do like the look. I do. All right. Up next is Astrid from season 4. Now, Astrid reminds me of an actor. Like the facial structure that Astrid has reminds me of an actor.
Chris Kattan.
Is that his name?
Yes.
Baby, because as soon as I saw Astrid out of drag, I'm like, you look like that man. I can't remember that man's name. And I was looking all over the internet. I'm like, I don't know this man's name. So I can't even think of anything he was in. Like,
you could have looked up Will Ferrell movies.
Lord, but yeah, Astrid for real favors him. But Astrid is from season 4.
Especially in this screenshot.
Oh my goodness. This is the best I could get of the shot of the look, but overall, I really enjoyed Astrid.
It was a good look, actually.
Oh, baby, she walked in.
But like Astrid served really good look.
I'm going to say every look that Astrid presented this episode was really good.
Yes.
Was really good. And even her looks from season 4, like the first episode was like amazing. Now, the one she went home in, the bikini, that was kind of but yeah. Yeah. And I'm so glad they called back to her epic meltdown
I will say I was really glad, like, because you would have expected, like, especially like in the openings and that in the opening packages that they would have called back to their deaths. And I was like, okay, you didn't show Coco's. I was like, are you gonna show everybody else's death?
I would have liked to seen everybody's deaths again. Like, oh yeah, I was murdered via electrocution, or I was thrown off the top of this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
That would have been something cute if they would have added
it
that.
It was just, Coco was roasted on a spit like a pig.
Oh, I remember that didn't sit right in our spirits.
Nope. Oh, and I was just really appreciative that they did not show that.
I forgot about that. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, baby, that didn't sit right in a lot of people of color spirit. That didn't sit right.
Nope.
It didn't. No. But up next, also from season 4, we have Hoso Teratoma. Now, I was with them. I'm like, I'm happy she's back. Don't get me wrong. But like, she just got off of that tour and came right back into the competition. And I was sitting there and I'm like, oh,
that's a lot.
I was say she really hasn't even had time to, really, other than the tour. And I know the tour gives great experience. And one thing about Hustle this time, she seems a lot more confident.
Right.
And I love seeing that confidence on her up to a certain point, because we're going to talk about the situation. What do we think of Hoso's look? Now, I got a better shot of all their looks at the end. But I really enjoyed Hoso's look. It was traditional Hoso.
Yeah. It was.
I want to see more of Hoso.
Hey, so everybody apparently wants to see more of Hoso.
Okay. So we get right into it, picking up right where they left off. We find out that Hoso is in a relationship and Astrid is single, but Astrid loves Hoso and apparently Hoso loves Astrid.
Yep.
And I'm like,
I'm wondering if Hoso's in like an open poly-esque type.
I'm not sure.
I'm sure there's another word for it. And if you're in that type of relationship, please inform me down below.
I don't think so. Because I think it would have been mentioned if so.
Right.
But all I know, if I was Hoso's partner, Astrid and Abora, no. No. If it ain't a work situation, no. No, because I get it. They're both part of the Dragula world, so there's going to be gigs where they're going to be booked together. But no, I would have been pissed watching this episode. Why are these two people fighting over my partner? Well, what is this? Neither one of y'all are in a relationship with Hoso, but yet y'all are fighting over Hoso.
Right? No, she's mine. I'm her biggest fan. No, I'm her biggest fan.
Oh my God, to be real, shut up. Goodness gracious.
Like, what is the reason? Why?
Why are we doing this?
Why are you fighting over somebody who apparently wants neither one of you?
Let's talk about it, because she kind of plays in both of their faces this episode.
Yes.
But we'll I got the screenshots, honey. We gonna talk about it.
We got the receipts, but that's a different podcast.
But up next we have from season 2, Abora. First of all, this look is everything.
Hey.
I was like, come through. Okay. From season 2.
Mm-hmm.
And we are now introduced into a possible love triangle, which we find out throughout the episode it is.
A love square.
Yeah, because basically Abora loves Hoso, and Hoso is a fan of Abora. That was so shady how they was worded that way. Oh, I'm such a big fan of yours. I love you. I'm like, oh,
okay.
The feelings aren't matching. But then she says some things and does some things during the cauldron later that we're going to talk about.
Right.
Like, if you're not feeling those feelings, honey, then why did you?
Wait, because Abora asked her that directly, and she's just
she did.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there like, girl.
Like, why? What was the reason?
Why are we? What was the reason?
What was the
reason?
Oh, Jesus.
That's funny. But again, we get more issues.
Mm-hmm. I guess we needed a basic bitch to really round it out.
Oh, that's what Abora says. And then they were shady. Immediately went to Kendra.
They really were. And then I was like, ooh, and then the outfit. I was like,
I'm like, what is going on? Sneaky. What is going on here? But we skipped over this part. We start seeing a little tension between Erica and Yoska here. That starts up here, and it continues in the episode. Don't worry, we got more.
Yes.
But then Abora was like, oh, we need a basic bitch, somebody who reads first out. Shady. You editors are shady, and I love it. Yes. I love it. Okay. Kendra Onyx from season 2 of Dragula, and also Resurrection.
Hey.
And yeah, the outfit.
It's very basic.
I'm like, girl, what is this? What's going on?
Glamour monster.
Like, it did not click for me. Okay. Oh. Up next, we have Victoria Elizabeth Black from season 2 of the Boulet Brothers Dragula. Well, and Resurrection. She did do Resurrection as well. She placed 3rd on that. But yes, like, oh, she's gonna eat these girls up.
Yes.
Oh, she's gonna eat them up.
Yes.
She's gonna eat them up.
Yes.
I'll be there for it.
Yes.
I'm gonna be there for
it. I'm all for it.
Oh my goodness. But we find out that Kendra is still salty that Victoria sent her home all those years ago. Girl.
Why?
Why are we still holding on to that? It wasn't her fault. It really wasn't. Y'all were put in the bottom after that performance challenge that you did not show up to the rehearsals for.
Okay.
And you got sent home. That'll be like if me and you fell on the bottom and you sent me home, and I'm just, now don't get me wrong, I would joke about it, but she was serious.
She really was.
Like, I don't like that hoe. She sent me home. What? We still holding on to that?
You didn't show up for rehearsals.
6-7 years later, we're still holding on to that, Kendra?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
That's how we do things now, I guess.
Okay, so after Kendra enters the room, Eva asked Hoso a question. Astrid answers for Hoso. I remember sitting there and I'm like, now I could have sworn she asked Hoso. Why is Astrid answering? And I am so glad Yoska was there. Like, she asked Hoso, why are you answering? Like, girl, like, Like, why are we doing this? Like, you need to stop immediately. Like,
well, showing possession, you know how men are.
And then this is their reactions, which was my reaction, so I had to get a script.
Right. I love how the two people of color are like,
oh, basically the three of them, because Melissa joins a little group too, and they're all cackling the whole episode.
Okay.
The whole episode, and I'm like, yeah, that's my group of people right there.
Yep.
Because a lot of times their reactions were my reactions. Okay?
Yes. Oh, especially at the end.
Ooh.
Oh,
I got the screenshots. I did. I did, because it was me.
That was shady.
Oh my goodness, but yes. So what do we have here? All right, so Victoria.
I love that outfit.
So amazing. So amazing.
And it's so amazing.
So Victoria and Astrid immediately come for Erica clash. They're talking about, are you even ready for this competition? Like, you still look the same. And baby, I don't know what it is about Erica, honey, but they was going in on her. I really thought she was going to go home this episode up until we got to the challenge. Then I realized who was going home. But the way this was editing, I'm like, oh, Erica's going home this episode. Everybody, she is the Serena Cha-Cha in this moment, and they are all going after her.
Yes.
And I'm sitting there and I start to feel bad for the baby. I'm like, get off her neck, please. Please. Can she breathe for a minute? Just one.
Nope.
Uno momento, please.
Nope.
They was on it. They was on it, honey. And let's see. But yeah, this is a big shot of everybody. I wanted to get a big shot, but we're going to keep pushing through. I had to get another screenshot because the whole time everybody was going after Erica. Even Eva's trying to hold it in. Listen, I love me some Eva too, and I noticed Eva starting to work her way through that group too. So I can work with that. But they get the message. Please report to the main stage. Please report to the main stage. So they take their asses out there, and there's this season's main stage, similar to last, but we got this big ass screen, which we had it last season, but I don't think it was this big. It looks bigger.
No, it looked, because last year I think it looked like a movie theater screen, and this looks like a movie theater screen, but on a bigger stage. And it does look like they're on a bigger stage. They're in a bigger studio this year.
Baby, they got the coins, honey.
Yes.
Listen, they on Shudder now. Shudder throwing them coins at the rich.
Hey.
I live. But okay, here's the full shot of everybody's look. So now we could talk about who had your favorite entrance look.
Like absolute favorite, I'm gonna have to say Victoria Black.
Victoria really did eat that moment. Yeah. And I'm sitting here and I'm looking, like, coming into it, I was thinking hands down Astrid, and Astrid does look amazing over there, but Coco keeps drawing my attention back to her. Right. So I think I'm gonna have to go with Coco. So Victoria and Coco, V and Coco, y'all have the best entrance looks of season 1 of Dragula Titans. So this is gonna be their message look for the season.
I like it better than last year's.
Okay.
He's like, I don't.
No, I don't. But during this moment, they made some big announcements.
They lost some weight.
I think they have, honey. I believe
you can see facial structure.
Yeah, I think the big Boulet and little Boulet. Big and little Boulet. I believe the big Boulet lost some weight.
Yes.
But they announced that there's going to be no exterminations this season.
Right.
And I'm sitting there and I'm like,
how you going to get rid of them?
I'm like, I know there has to be something coming a little bit later, which we do find out a little bit later. But yeah, no exterminations, and we will have a fright feed every week, and they will be at the same level of exterminations. I'm like, okay. So they're going to increase the fight feeds, obviously, because we saw the first fright feed. Baby, send me home. Send me to the house. You want to put my face in what?
And do what?
You want me ball for apples and what?
And you want me to accidentally eat what?
No.
No.
No. But they also announced that if they don't do the fright feet, or if they fail to survive it, which makes me think if the Boulets watch the fright feet and they're like, you know what? We didn't like that.
Right.
They can send that person home, and the person who went home before them
can take their place.
So there's a chance that any of these monsters can come back. And I'm like, ooh, y'all better stop.
Hey, look, it's their version of
yes, these are their Titan
All Stars. I'm like their season 7 All Stars.
And I love how they're incorporating different things that we've seen on Drag Race over the years and just kind of morphing it into one. And I'm like, you better.
Yes.
Especially the way that they have the vote at the end. I live for that. But we're going to get to that. But they announced that this week's the main challenge is that they're going to be doing a Halloween house party. And they have to design and create a classic scary person. A classic horror icon. So they have to design and create it. Okay. So this is also a design challenge. And on top of that, they have to do a lip sync performance to a song that they made it seem like we were all going to know in the boudoir. I'm like, oh, I'm excited to see this song, baby. That song started. At first, I thought it was the Monster Mash.
Right.
I'm like, yeah.
They probably couldn't get the rights to that.
Ignore that.
Nah, okay.
But yeah, when the song first started, I'm like, is this Monster Mash? I'm like, y'all better come through. But then
coins. You got real big coins.
And I was like, oh, no. It's a song that sounds like Monster Mash, but it's not Monster Mash. I'm like, what is this? I am confusion. Okay. I do not know. And I'm yeah. But anyway, so that's what they got to do. And they're going to be doing it in groups. And the winner of the Fright Feet gets to choose the groups. So this is their reaction to, the no exterminations. The Fright Feats are going to be more, whatever, this is their reaction to all that. I would have been shitting in my pants. I'm like, you telling me the Fright Feats are going to get worse? Like they were already bad as they were. But now they're going to be levels of exterminations, which means each one of us are going to do an extermination each week.
Yep.
But baby, if I'm there, I'm gonna do it, honey. I'm gonna do it. I will be talking shit about the bobbing for apples and the blood, honey. But
I just do like the rest of them did and just close my eyes because I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. But the Fright Feet this week, they have to bob for apples inside of blood and brains and pig heads and all the nasty bits and pieces that they think of. And they put it in there. We got a new person here. I was like, okay, hey.
Right? I was like, oh, we got a new butler.
I was like, okay. The production done stepped up. We got 2 of them there.
2 of them. We got some vanilla and some chocolate.
I was like, oh, wait, he's black too? Come
that part.
I was like, come through, Boulets. I live.
Okay.
But yes, they come in. This is just a couple of screenshots. There's a pig head in this one that looks like a tongue.
Yes.
A brain. The snout of the pig head. And fish. So here they are lining up and they get started. Woo-wee.
I'd did exactly what what's the name did and took my wig off.
Oh, baby, Kendra snatched that off. Me too, but I would have chunked it a little bit further so I wouldn't get the blood on it.
Right.
Because it's literally right here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was really smart, snatching off that wig. Just lovely gal. Lovely. Her eyelashes coming off. Just lovely. Lovely.
Those are expensive.
Oh, I know they are. This shot of cocoa. I had to get this shot of cocoa. She was over it.
Disgusted. She was like, for real?
It's like, it's day one, y'all. Y'all could have let me.
let me remain beautiful just a little bit longer.
Oh, y'all could let me make it. Oh my goodness, it was so funny. But we get to this point here where Astrid and Melissa appears to be finishing around the same time, but Astrid goes ahead and claims the victory. I'm finished. But Melissa's sitting there be like, no, I think I said it first, honey. I think I done got all 8 of my apples out of here before you did.
Right.
So Astrid gets up and she starts celebrating. And as of right now, we believe Astrid has won. So they come back to the boudoir after they got it all cleaned up. And Astrid is signing roles. They're talking about what they want, what they don't want. And she's trying to be fair about, you know, who gets what group. And she was letting Erica get the role that she actually wanted. And yeah, Kilco was like, you know what? I want to be in the living room, but just to save the peace, I will let y'all have it, okay? Y'all can have it. And I don't blame her. I would have been like that too. Listen, I'm not gonna argue with y'all. I just had to dip my face in some damn blood. I'm not gonna baby. I'll sit in front of the TV. I'll sit in front of the TV. But yeah, the roles, I forgot to read off the roles that they're gonna have. There's gonna be a host. There's gonna be 2 people watching TV.
Yep.
There's gonna be 2 people doing the Ouija board, 2 people doing the pumpkin carving, and then of course 3 people in the living room.
Yes.
Having a good little, you know, do count.
Yes.
So they're going through, and then somebody steps in. I know his name.
A producer.
He is a producer, but I think his name's like Ian, if I'm not mistaken, because he's a part of a lot of things. So he walks in, he drops off this piece of paper and just walks off. So Astrid reads it, and come to find out, Melissa did finish the fried feet before Astrid. And this is everybody's reaction to that. Erica knew. She's like, damn it, I just lost what I wanted. Oh, honey. And when she said she was going to twirl and swirl, she said, I performed in New York. I twirled it and swirled it. Oh, honey, you did what? Now, honey, I ain't been to New York, but I highly doubt you twirled or swirled nothing, okay? But baby, I want to know what a twirl and a swirl is, okay? Show me what a twirl and a swirl is. I want to know. Thank you. So Melissa, who is like my favorite person this season, like hands down, Melissa is my favorite person.
Yes,
Melissa. I love Melissa, okay? I remember watching season 1. You know, I liked Melissa and I always defended her because I'm like, hey, it's filth, horror, and glamour. She fits here. You leave her alone. But this go around, it's more like, you got it, girl. Come on through here. Come on through here. But yeah, she basically reworks the whole thing. And gave her girls, the group, what she wanted. And they were going through. Oh, this is when she called Yoska toilet bowl.
She looked like a tampon right now.
And this was Eva's face after she said that.
It's like once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Oh my goodness. But we find out that Astrid's going to be the host.
I love that bralette, I must say.
Yes, it does look lovely. Then we find out that Coco, Kendra, and Melissa will be in the living room. Victoria and Yoska will be carving pumpkins. Eva and Hosa will be on the Ouija board. And Abora and Erica will be watching TV. So if you were, you know, in this challenge, which group would you want to be
in? Not knowing the future and who won what, I probably would have wanted to be in the living room too.
Honestly, I would want the Ouija board. Well, no, because they don't know that they're doing that on a bed.
Right.
So probably going into a living room, but like finding out the Ouija board was on a bed, that would have been like, oh, that would have been my moment for me to cut up on a bed. Oh, I'm finna show out. Show out. But yes, we continue through here. They are gossiping and chit-chatting, and no work is getting done.
None. No work.
baby. And then like, oh, and then 2 years later, I was doing this. And I'm like, so we're not
Shouldn't
going to
y'all be doing
rehearse?
some work?
Like, don't get me wrong. It's good to kiki and catch up, but you got to remember, we're in the midst of the competition, honey.
Right.
Y'all finna hit the stage. We got to get this together. But it's the next day, and they come into the boudoir so that they can start preparing their looks for the following day. So from my understanding, they had a full day just to work on the looks. And this is what we saw here, them coming in and getting their stuff together.
Hey, that's more than they get on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah, because they only get like a few hours, honey. Well, we're back. Erica was talking about how her skin is so exfoliated from all that lovely blood that they had to dip their face in. And we get to part 2 of this love triangle, where we find out that she has a tattoo of Abora on her arm, and also has a tattoo that Abora gave her on her arm, and vice versa. Like, there's a tattoo that Hoso did on Abora.
That's just on a place we can't show.
I don't know about you, but I'm not finna get somebody tattooed on me.
Period.
But if I did, I would have to be in love with the person.
No.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it. But if I were to do it, we would have to be deeply in love. You know what I'm saying?
We would have to be married for many, many decades, years, something.
This just really didn't sit right with me. And I'm like, okay. I honestly feel like Hoso is just playing both Astrid and Abora, me personally. And I don't think she's intentionally doing it. But I also think she's aware that she's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think she's doing it, but she's aware that I don't think she's doing it maliciously, but like maybe she's subconsciously doing it. But it's very clear that this is going to get very messy. Well, no, it's not, because Abora's gone now. So, oops.
That it could have gotten very messy.
It could have gotten, but you never know what lies in the next episode, because that whole Fright Feet thing really makes me think that at one point somebody is coming back. So, yeah, they are. Then these two get into a fight. And it was such a weird fight too. Like, Abora just like, and if you pull down your pants. Like, what? What is going on here? I am confusion. I am very confusion.
Like, why are you telling people to take their clothes off?
That part. So we get over here, and now they're back to working on their outfits for the next day. And we're seeing the winner getting her winning outfit together. Liz, I am just so happy Victoria's back in the competition. I wanted Victoria to win season 2. I love bitch pudding. I do. But going into that finale, you couldn't tell me Victoria wasn't taking the crown. And then when bitch pudding took it, I'm like, okay, she did good as well. So I'm not going to sit here and be all, but I wanted Victoria to win. I did. Oh my goodness. All right. So they're getting together. Now, Eva was spilling some tea saying that she's shocked that Abora is here, because not too long ago, they were having a conversation. And Abora was like, I'm not even sure if I fit in this world of Dragula anymore. But you never know. It might take a competition like this to, let her know that
knock some sense into you.
Yeah, and be like, you have a space in this community, honey. You are a big part of why the show was a success. Like, I was a big fan of your season 2. I still am a big fan of Abora. She doing the most. She did the most in this episode, but I'm still a fan.
She did do the most.
She did the most. Like, I'm still a fan of all these monsters, but they really did the most this episode. They really did.
Yes.
But we're moving onwards. Oh, I forgot to mention, apparently Erica had a crush on Abora.
Yeah.
Because, they can't stand each other. And she's like, yeah, when I first met you, I had like a sexual attraction to you or something along that line. And like, is that feeling still mutual? And Abora was like, no. I was like, God damn. Like, what is going on here?
No.
What is going on here? But yeah,
kind of stuck. Everybody loves somebody they can't have.
That part, that's what it's really leading up to. But now it is competition day. Everybody's walking in, getting their ensembles together, and Melissa, being the messy queen that she is, and I live for it, went up to Kendra, was like, hey, you should go make peace with Victoria.
Yes.
Because she said in her confessional, originally I want her to go home, but like if we could use another strong bitch in the group, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So she needs to go make nice. So she goes over there and has a conversation, and Victoria was just like, are you serious?
She's like, you're still mad?
Like, you held on to this for years? Like, I've had and even Kendra did say heading over there, it's mostly on her part. So I'm glad she was aware.
I mean, at least she can acknowledge that,
she was the reason, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But Victoria's like, I never had a problem with you. Because, the whole episode, Victoria's like, oh, I'm so happy to see Kendra. I'm so excited to have another season 2 monster here with me.
Right.
Stuff. And Kendra's like, fuck that hoe. She sent me home. Blah, blah, this. I'm like,
that's some petty stuff. Oh my gosh. Speaking of petty stuff, we need to talk after this. Oh.
But yeah, Victoria was like, honey, we good. Don't even worry about whatever you had in your head, honey. We good. Just know that.
Right, because they did the little flashback, and you could tell like that wasn't necessarily Victoria's fault.
Yeah, but they're sitting here, they're getting ready, and then the alarm goes off. I love this little fake alarm. Competition starting. They're like, oh no, I'm not ready. I love it. So it's time for the Boulets. What do we think about this outfit now? Now, on Drag Race Italy, there is a contestant named Joffrey. Joffrey made these outfits here.
Hey.
I'm like, come through, Joffrey.
Come through, Joffrey.
Even though I think they played in your face this week on Italy, honey, but we're not here to talk about Drag Race.
I have not watched it yet.
Oh, I did, and I think they played in her face. And honey, can you put a little bit more makeup on your face? Anyway, back to this. We got
okay. Yeah, we gonna get another shady follow like I did. I still love you, Minnie Cooper.
But yes, the Boulets are here. What do we think of this look?
I actually like it.
Oh, I love this. It's classic Boulet. I love the little head. Would you call this a head shoulder piece? Like, what do you call that? Like
the collar.
Yeah, I live for that. I really do.
I love the collar. I like the little antenna hair.
Yeah, like this really works for me.
Yes, and all I could think about when it came to their wigs was like the technicality behind it. I like the nitty gritty, the little behind the scenes of like drag and Drag Race, and he just loves the genre as a whole. So I'm looking at the technicality of the hair, and I was like, "Ooh, okay." I could tell the person did the same wig. There must have been a problem somewhere in here because this person's hair piece lays flat, and this one's like off to the side a little bit. But yeah, I liked it.
Yes, I really do enjoy this look. This week, our guest judges are Cassandra Peterson. Elvira. If you don't know, that is Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. But I wonder why she didn't show up as Elvira.
Probably because she doesn't have the boobies on.
Also, I don't think they could afford Elvira. They could afford Cassandra Peterson.
Right.
But I'm not sure if they could afford
Elvira. Yeah, because that's a whole other entity.
But it was
Elvira pays Cassandra Peterson.
Yeah, and it was also nice to see this side of Cassandra. We've always seen her as Elvira. On the screen. So it was nice to see Cassandra. So I wasn't too upset, although I would have loved if it was Elvira.
Right. I can't wait no, I don't want Cassandra Peterson to go anywhere. But I cannot wait to see like who would take up that mantle.
Oh, no, she can't go nowhere. And then we're also joined by Justin Simeon, the director and writer for The Haunted Mansion, which I still am confused on why it's not coming out around Halloween. They have it coming out like early spring or early summer. next year. I'm like, just
Are
release it.
they hoping for another Hocus Pocus, Jack Skellington, Nightmare Before Christmas type situation?
I have no idea, but I'm like, why are we releasing? We should release this around Halloween. It makes more sense. But anyway, it was nice to see Justin. He gave some great critiques this episode.
He did. Love the makeup.
So let's get to this house party and these looks, honey. First, we have Melissa B. Fierce as a vampire. Wait, before we even get into it, what look would you try to recreate? Out of all the classic, Hollywood monsters.
Right. Classic Hollywood monsters. Probably either Bride of Frankenstein or this other one that I saw on Twitter the other day. There was I'll if I find it, I will send it to you. It was a clip of a vampire brought his girlfriend, I guess, back to life. And she was like, darling. And he was like, there's been some miscalculations. And she touches him and she goes, darling, I'm black. And he was like,
I've seen that. I saw that clip.
And I was like, oh my God, I love her.
Yeah, I would have tried. One thing I've noticed, nobody did a witch. So that was my first,
because I don't know what's her face. I do not know what what's her name was doing, but I thought maybe that might have been some attempt at a witch.
No, she said that we'll get to her, but yeah, I would have done a witch. So let's get into these looks. Melissa B. Fierce as a vampire. What do you think of this look?
I like it.
It's
not my favorite, but I do like it.
It is okay. Also, Teratoma as a pirate. I love this take on a pirate.
Yes.
I was like, okay, Hoso.
Hoso was like, I'm Hoso. I'm going to Hoso it up, but I'm still a pirate.
This was really good. This was really good. I was like, okay. Okay, I got you. I got you. Up next is Yovska as Pumpkinhead. What did you think?
I like the pumpkins as boobies.
I really enjoyed this look. I was really shocked when Yovska brought this out. I was like, okay, Miss Yovska.
Hey, Yovska said, look, I have evolved.
And evolved she has. I really did enjoy this look. Up next is Erica Clash as a bat.
I agree with everybody else's assumption. It was a onesie with wings.
Up next is Eva Destruction as the devil. This was everything.
Yes, you should have got the before outfit.
I wanted to, but it was before the nameplate, and I'm like, well, if it was a nameplate, then afterwards, it's on the ground here, and when we do the full shot, you'll see the before, so you'll get to see it. But yeah, I wanted it.
Yes.
But yeah, I really did enjoy this look. Up next is Coco.
Because that's something I would have done.
Mm-hmm.
Her before outfit.
Yes, Coco Kane as a mummy. I forgot to block out the boobies. This is the only shot where I would have had to block out her boobies. But her look was really basic.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, what happened here?
I don't know. If I was gonna do a mummy,
I would just wish there was more material.
Yeah.
So up next is Victoria Black as Pumpkinhead 2. What did we think of this look?
I love this look.
I loved every piece of this look.
Like, it's very me. My aesthetic when I have the money, the resources, and the energy is like 1930s, 1940s rockabilly pinup, and that's like right up my alley.
This was so good. And I love the bit. I didn't get it. Did I get it? No, I didn't. The bit where she takes off the wig and you see the smile. Oh, that was so
that
good.
Was because that was during the song she did that.
Okay, then I might have got it during the song because I did get screenshots because we're going to talk about their performance as well. And I thought it was funny that she took out a pumpkin pie. I'm like,
Right.
I see what y'all did there. And then Abora. Now, Abora later said that this was an alien, but this don't give alien.
No, it gives like circus freak.
Like, I don't. Yeah,
Blair Witch.
I didn't particularly care for it at all.
I didn't either.
So, and then we have Kendra.
Kendra said, "You're not gonna play in my face this time."
I love the fake. I'm like, yes, I live for that. She was Frankenstein. This look, I wish there was more.
Yeah, I do too.
And if you were gonna do the green hand, you should have done the full green body, or made it clear that the hand was from somebody else, because Frankenstein was somebody who was patched together.
Yeah, I think if there had been like stitch lines, and I'm pretty sure she maybe intended that and didn't have enough time to do it. Because you see the attempt on the face for like blood seams, but all that was missing were like staples for stitches, or at least painted on stitches. I get it though,
but I like the idea. I just wish the execution was better.
Yes.
Astrid as the creature, this was everything.
Yes.
This head to toe. I'm like, okay, Astrid. Okay, ma'am, you coming to play.
Yes.
And I'm here
for it.
Here is the little house party that they are in. We're gonna pick our favorite look a little bit later. I got a full shot of them. But let's talk about these performances in the Halloween house party. What did we think of the group here in the living room shaking it like a tail feather?
I really wish they would have gotten their choreography together.
Yeah, because Kendra didn't know the choreography. Coco didn't know the words. Now, Melissa, she did good.
Yes. Melissa tore it up.
Coco didn't know the words and Kendra didn't know the choreography. It was a lot. It was a lot. What do we think of the Ouija board here on the bed?
I don't think they did the choreography they said they were going to do, but that was perfectly fine by me.
I think because they found out they were on a bed, they probably adjusted to that, because when I first heard the Ouija board, I didn't think, oh, they're going to be on top of a bed. So I imagine they didn't think that either.
Right.
But they really turned it out. They did an amazing job.
And then they knew the words.
Oh,
they were really good.
They knew the words, honey. And then we have Victoria and Yovska. They both did amazing here.
Yes, even with those long fingernails, which I have a whole issue with somebody else later on. Like they were still able to like grab and stab and do things and cut. I like that part.
Yeah, I thought that was really fun. And then we had Yovska and I'm sorry, Erica Clash and Abora right here in front of the TV. They were there.
They were there. I forgot they were there, but they were there.
And let's talk about the slayage that was Astrid.
Right. Like, oh my God, this was an amazing so funny
job as the host.
That was so funny.
This scene right here, yes.
Because you could have sat there and played it straight the whole time. And she was like, no, I'm gonna be what's his name from Three's Company and just be silly, goofy, crazy guy. I love it.
And I love their face reaction to like, what did you do? What is this? But yeah, Astrid slayed as the host. Really did. I think Melissa was trying to be funny by making her the host, but honey, she killed it.
Yes. Let me lean into it.
Yes. And then here's the blah, blah, blah. And then just like last season, they have their conversation before everybody else comes in. And here is all the looks lined up. Who had your favorite look from the Halloween house party?
It's tough because like I might because you like I like the devil But the pumpkin's really good. Pumpkinhead 2 is really good.
Mm-hmm.
But I probably, if it were me doing it, I would probably look more like the devil.
So you're going with the devil?
I'm going with the devil.
So the devil made you do it.
And the devil made me do it, Mr.
See, for me, I was torn between the creature and the pumpkinhead as well. But I'm definitely going to have to give it to Victoria Elizabeth Black. She did an amazing job. This look was everything. So
yes.
Victoria Elizabeth Black and Eva Destruction, y'all have the best looks of the week. Woo, woo, woo. Woo. So the Boulets start the critiques, and whoa. I skipped over. Well, I haven't skipped over, but they start the critiques and they announced that Victoria, Aster, and Eva are in the top. Coco Kane, Erica Clash, and Abora are in the bottom. Do you agree with those decisions?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do, especially with Coco in the bottom.
Right.
It was
I didn't want her to go home, but
I didn't want her to go home, but her look and her performance just wasn't what it was.
Yeah, because like you've elevated, especially like in makeup application and stuff like that, but like the clothes and you putting them together, I'm gonna need you to step it up just a little bit.
Yes. So we then find out how the eliminations are going to play out this season. So after critiques, they're going to go to the cauldron and they are going to cast a vote on who they want to see in the bottom 2.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they didn't clarify that it had to be somebody in the bottom to be voted for. They didn't clarify that.
No.
So to me, they could be real shady and vote the winner up for elimination.
Ooh.
That's what I would do. But yeah, they didn't clarify that. Maybe we'll get some more clarification for episode 2. But for episode 1, they just said you will vote. And then 2 queens will be up for elimination. Then, of course, they'll make the decision from there.
Mm-hmm.
We find out that Erica, this is their reactions to the change of rules.
Right.
They're like, what? And then here is where they got to climb up. Yeah, everybody, I would have been gagged too. I'm like, excuse me?
You want me to do what?
So we find out Victoria is the winner of this week's challenge. Do we agree?
Yes.
I do agree. Victoria did an amazing job in the performance, and she had one of the best runways for the competition. So yeah, I agree. So we find out that the bottom, I guess I never got the screenshot of them. I have a screenshot of them anyway. So here is Erica. She's in the bottom. Mm-hmm. And then I don't have one of Abora. Okay. So Erica and Abora, as well as Coco Kane, are considered the low placements.
Yeah.
So I think that's why when they were in their conversations, they were only talking about the low placements.
Right.
But yeah, the Boulets never said that they had to pick somebody who was technically in the low bottom area. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So I would vote for the strongest bitch. In this case, I would have been voting for like Hoso, Victoria, just to throw bitches off. Now, if we find out they can't, then okay, cool.
Right.
But they cast their votes. I thought it was funny. They were lost. Baby, she was mad. She was over it. She was mad. And I don't like how Miss Astrid here voted for Coco.
Right.
That didn't sit right in my spirit. What do you mean, Coco?
At all.
What do you mean, Coco?
Right. Like, why Coco? Like, what you have against your seasoned sister?
And there's Eva, live for her.
Yes.
And then here comes the part. So at first, it looked like a real sweet moment. Hoso was trying to uplift Abora because she knew she was going to go up for elimination. She knew that.
Right.
So she was trying to comfort her. But then Hoso just started saying things like, oh, I'm not trying to be fair. Like, you're the person, blah, blah, this.
Right.
Then she kisses Abora.
Now, I don't know if she went in for the kiss or if Abora went for the kiss.
I think Hoso, like she did, she initiated the kiss. I think Abora leaned in for it, but she initiated, hey, kiss me.
Right.
And this is everybody's look like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
Right. Because I was confused. I was like, wait, aren't you in a relationship? And I thought she was in a relationship with Astrid.
No, Astrid is single.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then I was like, oh, okay, well, never mind. And then I was like, well, wait. So you're going to let your partner see you kiss somebody else on national television?
Yeah, and this was my face.
Right?
Laying in my bed, I'm like, what? What is going on here?
I had to watch it twice.
I've watched it like 3 times. Like, this was a really great episode. I've watched it like 3 times. One time, when it first came out, once to take my notes, and then another time for the screenshot. I caught myself watching the whole episode, getting the screenshots.
Hey.
Usually I try to hit the highlights, but the whole episode was highlights. Hell.
The whole episode was highlights.
But here are the steps that go up to the top of the stage here. So they're back. They're back up on the stage. And we're sitting here, they're talking, and we find out that the bottom 2 of the week, voted on by their sisters, Erica and Abora.
Yes.
So
it looks like an axolotl.
They have to go up here, and one of them will have to go down the chute of obliviation or something like that. What they call it, something on that line. And I'm like, so how's this gonna work? Like,
Oblivion.
Yeah, Oblivion. Yes. And I'm sitting up there. I'm like, how's this gonna work? Like, I'm confused. But baby, then they said, Abora, you have been eliminated. And then, boom! I was like, oh. I really hope they told them to take off their shoes before that happened. Oh, they are barefooted. Right? They are barefooted.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. This is everybody's week.
I'm just hoping that they're like boxes, pillows, blankets, something down there.
I would imagine so.
And Coco, oh my God.
I got this. I got it. You knew I had to. You knew I had to, honey, baby, because that was me just cackling.
Everybody else trying to hold it in. They're like,
and then Kendra.
Kendra. Yes.
Baby, it's just so funny.
And wait. And then there was the little hit to Coco.
And then, of course, Miss Erica is upset.
With everybody for whatever reason.
Because baby, during that cauldron, honey, she was going off. And then this is them laughing at her. Like, girl, ain't nobody worried about you. Ain't nobody worried about you. But that means we had to say goodbye to Abora.
Shoes in the...
Yes, and that was the first episode of Dragula's Titans.
Yes.
So, my dear, we have reached the end of the first episode. And as you know, we have this competition that I'm in the lead. But we must pick who is going to be in the top 3. So, my dear, who do you have down for your top 3?
I have Coco Kane.
Okay.
Also Teratoma and Victoria Black.
Well, hot damn, we have the same top 3.
Hey!
I really wanted to put Melissa in there, and I'm like, oh, I feel like she'll make it right to the end.
Right.
Get sent down to oblivion.
Right.
I feel like Astrid is gonna make it pretty far. So it's just like, yeah, and Eva's gonna make it far too.
Yes.
But if I had to pick 3, it had to be Coco, Victoria. Coco and Victoria was hands down the first 2 that I wrote down. Yes. It was that third spot. I'm like, Hoso, we know Hoso can kill it.
Yes.
We know.
And she made it to the top 3 last time.
We know what she can do. And hopefully she can repeat it. Watch her go home next.
Oh God,
I'm gonna be so damn mad.
Right.
We have the same top 3.
Hey, that means I might have a chance. I might have a chance.
Oh my goodness.
But I might have a chance to get a winner.
Now, we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up here. This first episode was amazing. And I know this review was a little bit longer, but there was so much going on.
So much.
And we had to discuss and give our 2 cents. We had to. That's what we do here.
That's what we're here for.
That's what y'all are here for. Okay.
Hey, you want all the tea.
But yes, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up here. Krisha, where can they find you on social media platforms?
You can find me at Cresha McGill. That's CRESHAMCGILL on all social media.
And you can find me on all social media platforms at Simply Desmond, SIMPLYDESMOND. Thank you so much for spending a piece of your day with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see y'all tomorrow for our Drag Race UK review, honey.